Greetings, fellow armchair Imagineers. Tiki here,
And BlueDragonFive.
and welcome to the Main Street Cinema, the show where we like to indulge in the finer points of filmmaking. Yes, the Main Street Cinema, usually kind of reserved for, kind of higher-end movies, but what are we here to talk about today? We're here to talk about a pot-smoking, swearing, talking teddy bear. You know, just because when I think fine art cinema, god damn it, I think Ted. How you doing tonight, BlueDragonFive?
I'm well.
All right, so yeah, full apologies on my end because this trailer dropped like a full week ago at this point.
Pretty much.
All right, well, better late than never, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, we got the chance to talk about the Super Bowl ad featuring Tom Brady. But that was not the meat of what we got. The meat of what we got is coming right up. So, without further ado, anything you want to say to set up the trailer before we give it a glimpse?
Let me say what Universal said when they posted the trailer. Sorry, ladies, they put a ring on it.
Let me ask you one thing really quick though. The poster dropped the night before the trailer dropped, and the poster is literally just Ted standing in a position where it looks like he might either be pissing or jacking off. And
well, it's probably the latter.
Well, yeah, right, because the tagline says Ted is coming.
Again.
Again.
Oh
boy.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I think that's gutsy. I didn't know that. I knew it was like the ending, like a little visual shot they have for like after the trailer, but I didn't know it was the actual poster. Oh, God. But I think it's a clever. I think it's a clever yet gutsy word choice.
There's a lot of coming in this movie. That is for sure. But with that in mind, anything else you want to say before we jump into it? Nope. All right, let's do it. Hold on, give me 1 sec. Go ahead and mute your microphone, BlueDragonFive. Come on, screen share. Why being a bitch? Come on. Shoot. Yeah, screen share. Why is screen share not working for me? What is this? Shoot, BlueDragonFive, we kind of have a problem. I'm sorry.
And what are the problems at, Tiki?
The problem is I am clicking on the screen share button, and for the first time since I've started using screen share, nothing is coming up. It is not working at all.
Well, that is not at all what we intended at.
No, absolutely not. Do you want me to play the audio of the trailer at least?
Well, just try to screen share this a few more times.
Okay, you know what? Kind of do a little bit of riff, and I'll go ahead and try and refresh my page. Maybe that'll work. Okay.
Okay. So, folks, this. Sorry, folks. He's working on stuff. As I was saying. So, folks, if you have clicked on to this little link here and you have explored our fine programming, you'll notice TED 2, and wow, was it anticipated? I mean, I was blown away by all
nothing, Christopher.
I'm sorry?
I said nothing. I don't know what to tell you, man. YouTube has failed me. Google Hangouts has failed me. Screen share has failed me. I don't know what to tell you. This is like, it was working just fine until tonight. Well, like I said, do you want me to just play the audio, perhaps?
Yeah, sure, let's play the audio.
All right, let's play the audio. I apologize. Oh, God. Okay, let me turn my speakers all the way up. You mute your mic. And darn it, Google. Okay.
Happily ever after only exists in fairy tales. Yet a talking teddy bear is about to marry his girlfriend. I now pronounce you teddy bear and wife. May kiss the bear. Proving that Americans don't give a crap about anything. So I got some big news. Tammy Lynn and I are gonna have a baby.
That's awesome. Wait, how do you guys...
We need a sperm donor. What is that? What are you doing?
Getting ready, dude.
What are you getting ready? What are you doing with your hand?
I'm doing this for you. So when I get in, I can just bust it out.
What do you think you are, a red lobster? Hey, Johnny, you did it! Right here, buddy. Catch.
What the... Dude, that's somebody's kid. What the shit? Dude, it's mine. I'm blinking it in.
Oh, wait. I'm gonna take a picture and post it on Facebook.
What?
Hashtag Monday.
Help me.
Oh my God, Teddy, look at this. It says if we want to have a baby, you're going to have to prove you're a person in a court of law.
We gotta fight. We'll get a lawyer, and we'll sue the government for your civil rights.
I'm Samantha Jackson. You must be Ted.
Yeah, Samantha Jackson. What's your middle name?
Leslie.
Oh my God, you're Sam L. Jackson.
That's great to me, just like Sam L. Jackson.
Who is that?
You ever seen any movie ever? He's the black guy.
You denied you the same rights as everybody else just because you're different.
Can you get me my life back?
Ted, do you believe you have a soul?
What did you think I would do at this moment?
Objection.
Overruled.
You want to be human in the eyes of the law. The important thing about being human is making a contribution to society.
Where the hell's my coffee? You're not building rockets? Figure it out!
A prick. $20, I could toss a cookie crisp into that guy's ass crack.
Do it. I'm gonna do it.
Oh my God! Who did that?
Oh.
Sir, I apologize for my 5-year-old child. Bad Butch, you sit there and eat your fish nuggets.
Fishy nuggies.
All right, I'm going to ask you just those questions. Are you ready?
Yep, bring it on.
Do you consider yourself to be human?
Objection sustained.
No, the witness can object.
Overruled. Sidebar.
Guilty.
Speculation.
Hearsay.
Bailiff.
Briefcase.
Disregard.
In my chamber.
Stop Beaver on the witness.
Arrest.
We can totally be lawyers.
Okay, so yeah, that was the audio to the Ted 2 trailer because Google decided to crap out on us. What do you think, BlueDragonFive? What were your first impressions when you saw this trailer?
Oh, I was impressed. I was looking forward to it. I still am.
Oh yeah. So
Let's describe to the people what we just saw.
well, it looks like Ted's getting married to his girlfriend from the last movie, the
Tammy Lynn.
gorgeous Tammy Lynn. Oh yes, and they want to have a kid, and sperm hijinks ensue until Ted gets a legal notification that he can't have kids unless he can prove he is a human, or prove that he is a real person, or how exactly is it worded? I don't know. Point is, a court case ensues. Ted has to fight for his rights. A big Ted movement comes into fruition, and yeah. So that's basically the story. Ted fighting for his rights. Can I bring up the cameo that I want to see because it ties directly into the whole courtroom thing?
All right, sure.
Okay, so Seth MacFarlane, of course, the big he's done stuff before Family Guy, of course. He did stuff for Johnny Bravo and whatnot before that, but Family Guy, the first episode, had a courtroom scene. This, you know where I'm going with this. You know where I'm going with this.
Oh, God.
This movie is centered around courtrooms. It would be such a missed opportunity if at one point that Kool-Aid man from the first episode of Family Guy doesn't burst through the wall of the courtroom. I mean, tell me that wouldn't be genius.
It'd be a little hard to buy. Okay, look, let me lay this out for you. Okay, first and foremost, I don't think it's going to happen, but if it happened, well, I'm going through the scale of likelihoods here. Most likely, it'll be a reference if someone kind of interrupts and saying, "Oh yeah!" Then it's everyone giving like an awkward look, like, what the
Okay, I could see that. I'd be fine with that.
Second likelihood, I think you'll be liking a lot more that I'd be open to, but still,
Okay.
I doubt the likelihood. Ted or somebody, for a moment, we have a mini dream sequence going on here. Pretty much is like the courtroom's proceeding as usual. Courtroom's proceeding as usual. Then pretty much after like the objection comes, like the ruling, yeah, it's like guilty, guilty. Oh no! Like John says, oh no. Amanda Seyfried says, oh no. And before Ted can say, oh, then giant CGI Kool-Aid man bursts into the door and says, oh yeah!
Like highly realistic Kool-Aid. Oh yeah!
And then Ted just wakes up and like John says, hey Ted, wake up! What is it? What is it? You fell asleep. Everything okay? Oh, sorry, John. I just haven't getting a lot of sleep.
Okay, what's your? Is that it? Is that your?
Yeah. That's all the likelihoods I could.
Oh man, I'm sorry. It's just MacFarlane and courtroom stuff. I just instantly think of the Kool-Aid man.
I'll tell you what I'd love to see in terms of cameos.
Okay.
It's not off the table, but I haven't seen him cast yet, so it could be a really good surprise. But I don't know if he's going to be in it. I'd love Adam West to get a cameo in a Seth MacFarlane movie.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised that hasn't happened yet.
I know. I mean,
he would fit right into A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, he got Batman because he was a cowboy. I don't see,
Right.
No cowboy, no James Bond-ish commercial, which means no Batman.
Now, do you want to talk about kind of like the expectations going into Ted 2 in regards to MacFarlane's career?
Okay, sure. Okay, so you start us off.
Okay, so, of course, MacFarlane, obviously most well-known for Family Guy, makes Ted, the original live-action movie, his debut as a live-action filmmaker, and it's a huge success. It's one of the best comedies of that year, one of the highest-grossing movies of that year, kind of reinvigorated Mark Wahlberg's comedic career a little bit. Proved MacFarlane could translate his kind of crazy cartoony antics onto the big screen, and it proved that he had kind of a distinct on-screen style to him. And yeah, then along came A Million Ways to Die in the West, which BlueDragonFive, I'd say it's safe to say, you and I, we don't think that is a better movie than Ted by any stretch of the imagination.
Oh, but no stretch.
Having said that, I think is a sophomore effort for him. It distinguished itself enough from Ted, and I feel like it's important for a director to, to branch off and try new things, and it was obviously a passion project of his. I thought A Million Ways to Die in the West was really well shot. I thought it had a good cast. Liam Neeson as the villain was priceless. It had a lot of good classic MacFarlane Seth gags. Was it the best movie? Was it the tightest narrative? No, not at all. But I thought it was a really good second outing for MacFarlane, and I just don't think it got the hate that it got. It really didn't deserve it. I thought it was a good 7.5, maybe 8 out of 10, whereas Ted is a 9 out of 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah, A Million Ways to Die in the West. Really, it's a good movie. Just could use like a final edit till they finally tune the gags, if you ask me. Cut some stuff out, make some stuff drag into other parts of the movie. Basically connect the gags a little. That's all. Really, A Million Ways to Die in the West. It's definitely worth a watch. I mean, people are really harsh on that movie.
Yeah.
And again,
okay, so going into Ted 2.
One quick thing, just to anyone who's really harsh on A Million Ways to Die in the West, just bear in mind the commentary for Ted at the end. They said that none of the movies will be as successful as Ted. So they covered themselves with that one.
Okay, so going into Ted 2, yeah, expectations are kind of like, if this is a disappointment, then I feel like it's going to really hurt MacFarlane.
Oh, certainly.
Because I feel like A Million Ways to Die in the West, it was a passion project. There are fans like me and you who appreciate it for what it is. It got a lot of undeserved hate. I think over time, people are going to appreciate it a little more, especially if maybe a final director's cut comes out of it or something like that.
Well, no,
fan re-edits.
Well, Dan, there is a director's cut.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, I've seen it. He admits it was the theatrical cuts. It's a little better. Basically, the extended. It's more of an extended director's cut.
Well, when I say direct, I more mean like something that you were talking about, where they, I don't know. I don't even know if that's possible to do, but anyways, with Ted 2, it's kind of like Ted was the thing that his career was really based on. So I think if Ted 2 fails, then I think really what MacFarlane's got to do is just, pull, crack the emergency glass on the Family Guy movie. You know what I mean? Because you just know he's got that Family Guy movie in behind glass with a little hammer, crack in case of emergency. You know what
I'll tell you this much: if he cracks the emergency glass, I hate to say this, but at this point, there's no saving Family Guy. It would ruin his career if he did the Family Guy movie after this, or if this bombs and then that bombs and he's off the face of the map. Unfortunately.
Well, I'm saying, like, if this bombs, and I don't think it will, but I'm a little skeptical at the same time because it is opening right around Jurassic World.
Well, I mean, I'm sure because Ted has such a great following, I'm sure people are going to say,
yeah,
like,
well, Jurassic Park has a pretty huge following too, my friend.
No, I mean,
no, don't get all into, like, MacFarlane fans versus JP fans.
No, I mean for rated R comedies.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
No, for the action movie, the action adventure movie of that weekend will most assuredly be Jurassic Park.
Now, is Ted 2 opening, like, right up against Jurassic Park? Is it opening on the same day?
It's June, I can't remember, is it 1626 or is it the 9th? It's one of those 3 days.
Okay, so it's not opening right. I'm kind of overestimating Jurassic World because Jurassic World's not going to be like a mammoth, like, I mean, I hope it is, but I don't think it's going to be as big as something like Avengers or Star Wars by any stretch. But,
do keep in mind, now, to be fair, I can't really fairly judge these. You and a bunch of the other Jurassic Park fans, maybe they'll judge it better, but to my knowledge, what I've heard and seen, the other Jurassic Park sequels didn't leave the best taste in the fans' mouths. Am I right with that?
You're right, but there's a lot of fans like me who are looking forward to exactly what Jurassic World is providing for us, which is a fresh start on the franchise and going back to its roots with the idea of the theme park.
Sure, but follow me on this. I'm just saying that people, to be fair, the same thing can be said for Star Wars. Last three Star Wars films did not leave the best taste in everyone's mouth. However, it's still Star Wars and has, years of unabashed love behind it.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park has some space out. Source has 3 fantastic movies. Jurassic Park, from what I hear, a great movie, and the other 2 just leave best taste mouth. But there's hope. You're right. There absolutely is hope for the next one. Ted, however,
we're kind of getting off of Ted, but
well, I'm circling back to Ted. Ted, however, a really beloved first movie that people are really. I have a feeling they're going to have more expectations. Do you think that
people are going to be more skeptical about Ted 2 because of A Million Ways to Die in the West? I don't personally think so. I'm just throwing that out there.
I think the consensus is they're looking at A Million Ways to Die in the West. Oh, the guys made Ted did this, and now we really want Ted 2, and they're getting Ted 2. Whether it'll be good or not, we'll see. And the other side, let me say this. So for Ted 2, I think we should talk about kind of like the implications of the story.
Okay.
Okay. Well, one right off the bat, there's only one concern I have for the movie going into it. I saw it in the trailer.
Okay, and is that going to be that it's going to be like too much of an inspirational movie? Because that's kind of the vibe I'm getting.
No, that's not the problem. My issue is I'm worried it's going to escalate too much with the action. Because in the trailer, it's kind of.
I'm kind of like into that with the trailer because I feel like that's what a good comedy sequel is supposed to do. Is up the stakes.
No, but follow me on this. The issue is no. The trailer, the way it builds in the trailer is great. I love that. My worry is just thinking about how it will play in the movie. In terms of that's the trailer, how they have the music.
Because we see a lot of different. We see a car chase. We see Ted and John start dive into the water or something like that, go scuba diving, a lot of different shenanigans going on.
The main thing I'm talking about here is they're being chased by looks like military guys and jeeps and whatnot.
But that's probably just right at the end.
Well, that's what I'm worried. I'm worried about think about it. The action we have at the end of the first Ted, when it escalates kind of like a car chase. That's one thing. That's great. It's fantastic. Right. It's quiet enough to still be action oriented. You care about the characters. That's one thing. I'm just worried that it's going to be we have a shoehorned in army bad guy, and then he's going to play into the third act of chasing him before they get down to the courthouse.
Yeah, that's one thing. Is that I kind of feel like the original Ted did have a really good villain, a really creepy villain.
Certainly.
And I feel like maybe that might be a thing that this one, if they don't go that route, might kind of lack if they have sort of just just kind of like a government douchebag kind of
technically,
villain.
the villain is John Slattery, technically.
John Slattery. He's from Mad Men?
Yeah, you know, Iron Man's father.
Gotcha. Okay.
Remember, if you look in the trailer, he's the white-haired guy on the basically asking the judge the objection to the judge.
Oh, okay, but it's just a freaking like random
I'm saying like he's our obligated bad guy. I mean, there might be.
Yeah, I know
that's
that's kind of a lame obligated bad guy. I don't know. It's just not as creative as the original bad guy was. You know what I mean?
Yes, I mean
the original bad guy had a really creative, like creepy motivation behind him.
Yes. I mean, there might be another bag of we don't even know because again, there's a lot of big names attached to this thing. So I mean,
indeed.
Yeah. Let's see. For all we know, they can make Morgan Freeman the bad guy at the last second. We don't know.
Yeah, I would love that.
Again, I'm just worried that might be like a really contrived thing of like, oh, we're gonna stop him from getting to the courthouse by trying to kill him or something, or oh no, we can't have this stuffed toy get civil liberties, or else it's going to mean the end of civilization.
Right,
Let's kill him.
I totally hear you.
I'm just worried that it's going to be like a whole like stop him before he reaches the conclusion of the third act. That's what it looks like in the trailer. If I'm thinking about how it will fit in the movie.
Okay,
looks cool in action. So I'm going to have faith in MacFarlane. He's going to pay off well on that. But I'm just saying that's the genuine concern I have in the thing. I don't really have anything else. That's the only concern I have. It's going to be a contrived third act.
Okay, so can we? I'm kind of running low on time, so can we get to just our favorite jokes?
Well, before the jokes, again, just some important plots that I wanted to get. There's two things.
Yeah, just really quick though.
Sure. One, I'm really moved by. I think the best benefit of this film is going to be. I think, as ridiculous as this sounds, the idea of trying to get civil rights, I like how it does circle back to a plot line in the first movie that was just written off as a joke that. In the end credits, when Patrick Stewart's just kind of narrating what happened to everybody, he mentions that Giovanni Ribisi's character, that he that basically he was arrested by the police, but he was let go because it was so ridiculous. He tried, he did all this stuff against a stuffed toy.
Right.
So I like that they're kind of picking up where that left off. They're like, okay, well now he's gonna get some civil liberties, and now he's gonna be recognized as a person. Essentially, the plot to Short Circuit 2.
Oh God!
And I'm sure there might be a bit of a parody of that in there.
All right, and second story point.
The second story point is I find it moving that Ted, he wants to have a family. I just love the idea that he goes to his buddy John to do the job. That he feels such a connection to his pal. He wants him to give him a child.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg, he does really look like he's having a blast in this trailer too. I will give him that.
I think so. As silly as things are going to get, I'm just going to have the MacFarlane touch that we had got in the first Ted and worked out so well. Even in A Million Ways to Die in the West, my favorite elements of that movie were kind of the heartfelt moments. That we're going to get. Sure. We're going to get those heartfelt moments like the drive. Like as silly as things are, I think the underlying message is definitely going to be yes, Ted wants to have a family. That's why he's doing all this, and he wants to be seen as a person. And that's motivating. I'm sure we're going to get some quiet scenes where like Ted looks defeated, and then John's going to come beside and have a little pep talk.
Yeah, for sure.
Those are the moments I'm really looking forward to, as well as all the great comedic stuff. So I love that motivation driving it all.
Yeah, I'm just I'm with you that like it could work for some good story moments, some good emotional moments. I'm kind of worried that it'll get a little bit overly preachy, but that's just kind of a minor.
I think Seth MacFarlane will probably just undercut that with humor of like getting too preachy. So
Right. Okay, if anything, the movie could get sarcastically overly preachy. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So I mean, there's like any 80s movie speech is just nonsense, but has music behind it, so it works.
Right. Okay.
Something like So yeah, favorite gags. What do you got?
I just got two. I've got the.
Is it Samuel L. Jackson?
You gotta love. No. You gotta love the just all-out balls to the walls, literally sperm bank gag.
Yes, that they've actually done. That's actually that's a slightly recycled joke from Family Guy. One that was good.
Oh really? Oh. Wow.
Peter Griffin. He went.
Actually, I remember it. Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay.
It's the birth of Bertram. Remember, he filled them. For a moment, I was like, no, they're not going to go that far. No, John's not going to fill all those cups.
Oh God.
But still, I just love. I hope we don't see it. To be honest, with you. I think it played so well in trailer, but we'll see how far they go. Again,
I
we did
feel
see.
like they'll. I feel like that might be a scene where it's like if they do have a shot of it, it might be in like the unrated DVD.
Maybe. I'm just saying we did see Pooh in a hat from the Ways Dot in the West. So
Good point. Good point.
so we'll see. I just love this the off-screen reaction and hearing. It's like it reminds me of that hilarious gag in the first Ted, where it's like, "Oh, don't dare touch me with that hand." You know, it's like that kind of offhand.
I also
Girlish.
just love the build up where he's just like sticking his hand down his pants, and Ted's just like, "What do you think this is? Red Lobster?"
Yeah.
Oh God, good stuff, good stuff. And then second favorite joke for me is
Mondays.
Grr Mondays. Yeah. And then,
I also love just jumping at the logic. Oh, that's somebody's kid. And he slips in and then just the build of like, oh, it all falls on him.
and just the graphic image or the graphic nature of it's sliding down my eyelids.
Oh, it's in my eye.
Oh God, just no, just
So again, it's so horrifying yet hilarious. I'm just surprised. That's not even in the art. We're not even in the Red Band trailer yet. That got in.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I'm very impressed that they got away with it.
Okay, then my second favorite gag is probably the one with the blind guy at the diner.
That is hilarious. It's strange. Another edit of the trailer, like it's a little shorter because they got rid of the obviously, you know, like the whole the rain of sperm.
Right. Yeah.
There was a deleted gag. Remember he throws like the fruit or something at the jogger down below.
Mm-hmm.
There was like a bit where he says, "That's for jogging. That's for jogging in the middle of the night."
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much like that's for exercise. It's a silly gag. Anyway, so yeah, you're right. Just the hilariousness of Mark Wahlberg just turning into a kid. I was saying, they realize the guy is blind, turning around the jerk at the diner.
Fishy nugget.
That's my 5-year-old child. Yeah, that's my 5-year-old child. Eat your fish nuggets. Fishy nuggets.
I love that they get so particular that it's fish nuggets and not chicken nuggets.
Really funny.
Yeah. Okay, so your two favorite gags in the trailer?
Well, I mean, how can we top the rain of sperm?
It is pretty memorable, yeah.
But I mean, you know, I wasn't too crazy about the overall. I mean, it looks kind of funny, but I'm hoping that the other gags seem funnier to me.
Okay.
That's pretty much pretty much I like the same gags.
Fair enough.
However, I will say Samuel L. Jackson was pretty hilarious.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Oh wait, no, actually, I do know my two gags. Okay,
Okay.
What you mentioned. Okay, so Samuel L. Jackson, like the whole. Oh, so you're Sam L. Jackson? Yeah, it's like who's Samuel L. I am.
Have you ever seen any movie ever? It's the black guy.
Have you ever seen any movie ever? He's the black guy. And really, really funny. This is amazing that she didn't know who Samuel L. Jackson was. Yeah, I mean, the character. But the other gag. Okay, so the ending's really cute because it references it kind of references a subtle gag in the first movie.
The ending is just classic MacFarlane, just kind of like going off on these random spurts of dialogue.
It's like it's not Thunder Buddies, but it's like kind of
right.
It's like a PG version of the Thunder Buddies for this trailer. of just the whole she's interrogating Ted. Do you think you're a real person? Basically saying speculation. Speculation overruled. It's not favoring the witness. We could totally be lawyers. Really, really, really funny because it does reference this really funny offhand line in the first day they're walking down the street and he's dressed like a lawyer.
Right.
And he basically says he's going for a job interview and he says, "I told you, John, I can totally be a lawyer." And I love how they brought that back, just like we could totally be lawyers. It's just so silly and just the banner. Again, Mark Wahlberg, he has such great chemistry with his voice.
Absolutely.
It's amazing. So again, just overall, I love the sincerity in this premise, but I think the sincerity in this thing does justify it being made, so it's not just a cheap sequel. I think we should address that.
No, I absolutely don't think it's a cheap sequel. I think that the first movie really lent itself to kind of like the character being explored more, and I like that they're literally exploring the humanity of the character. I think that's a good direction to go in.
Certainly, certainly. Also, we should probably mention the elephant room because people are really going nuts at this in like the comments of the trailers and whatnot.
Whoa.
But yeah, they're really worried about Mila Kunis not appearing in the movie.
I don't care. I'm over Mila Kunis.
I mean, the main reason is I don't know if it was entirely because of the pregnancy, but also she's working on like a new movie now. If you like, her new movie's coming out.
To me, it's like she was funny in that '70s show. She was good in Black Swan, but really, in terms of like her movie role, she hasn't really done much to impress me. I thought she was like easily the weakest part of the first Planet of the Apes reboot movie.
Well, I mean, the thing I heard is like she's just gonna have a cameo in it because it's not really her story.
No, it's absolutely not. Yeah, it's just like how. Like, I personally don't really have a problem with Tommy Lee Jones's girlfriend not being in the second Men in Black, because it's the Men in Black. It's not the Men in Black's relationships and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Right. I think you mean Will Smith's.
Will Smith's? Yeah.
Yeah, and
I'm getting... Yeah. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yes, but yeah, Mila... Yeah, I was saying she's going to have a cameo, which like I assume like a phone chat or something. They'll basically keep her in there as much as they could, because again, she's probably busy with other stuff, and she's not really hard to squeeze her in the story.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I don't think we're going to see Joel McHale because it's implied that he died of Lou Gehrig's disease.
Right.
Anyway, so overall, just I think it definitely is a sequel that has a good story behind it to kind of justify it being made, not just a cheap cash, which I'm excited to see because I'm always willing to give Seth MacFarlane a chance, and plus, basically, A Million Ways to Die in the West funded Ted 2, and I can't wait to see. I hope it was worth the wait,
For sure. Okay, so yeah, I am kind of in the same boat as you. It's I think you've got kind of more of a personal stake than I do, but at the same time, I'm really liking MacFarlane's kind of turn as a live-action director. I think if he gets stuttering over my words, I think if he gets the chance to hone his skills, I think he could very much turn into kind of a Mel Brooks-esque director and just have like all these crazy different parody movies spread out over different genres and whatnot. Like, I'd love to see him do some sort of classic black and white horror movie comedy or something. I don't know. Just rip off all of Mel Brooks' movies. Make that a career. For all I care. I think that would be good for him.
I mean, look, I'd love to see Seth MacFarlane do more movies. I think it's a shame that the animation is suffering, mainly Family Guy, which is used to be his passion, but now he's kind of... Which again makes me I'm not when I said earlier, I didn't mean like he would be completely unsalvageable. I'm sure he'd come up with other great ideas. I'm just like right now, like even producing like that Cosmos show, which I heard people really liked.
Wait, what?
He did Cosmos, the show about the science, like the evolution.
Oh, holy shit! He did really?
Yeah, produced
it. Okay.
Anyway, the Neil deGrasse type.
Yeah, no. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Anyway, so the point is, like, he's involved in a lot of stuff. He's really funny. I mean, of course, he's not going to have a problem getting other work. But I just mean, like, I don't think a Family Guy movie. I think the time has passed on Family Guy, and I think anything he does on screen, unless he puts the effort he has with the other movies into it, it might falter. It might be an embarrassment on screen. Which I wouldn't want for the good memories.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I wouldn't want for him. So the point is, I think this movie's going to be good. Definitely, is going to be successful money wise, and I think. Last thing to kind of speculate on real quick is that I'm not sure if it's going to be more successful. Optimistically, it might be more successful than the original, but I think it's definitely going to be a good one.
I don't think it's going to be more successful than the original, just because I think there's a lot more competition this year, and that's the only reason why I say that. But I think it'll hold its own, especially in a summer where it's all about the blockbusters, and this is more of just like a comedy. But at the same time, it's kind of like a big name comedy from a big name director.
Well, I mean, critically better than the original.
Critically better than we'll see about that. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a chance for it. Again, you're right. The preachy thing is definitely kind of a wobbly.
Right.
I'm gonna have faith in him. I'm gonna have faith in him because he did show some good stuff in Million Ways to Die in the West, and of course First Ted. So I'll give him a shot. Mm-hmm. I'll always give Seth MacFarlane a shot.
All right. Well, that has been the Main Street Cinema. Indulge in the finer points of cinema. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. So join us next time at the box office. Oh, yeah!